nobody like me. Ain't nobody like me. Ain't nobody like me. Ain't nobody like me.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Priscilla for those who are new to my channel, and welcome back to my channel, guys. Hey, I hope everyone's having a great day today, because I am. Today, guys, I just want to do a little story time in the car, you know, while I'm waiting on my mother. She's doing something right now. I'm not a big fan of going to people's houses that I don't really know. So I'm just gonna chill in the car for like 30 minutes until she comes back. So basically, guys, I'm just gonna share with you guys a story. You know, I haven't done a story time, so you know, what better way to just tell you guys a story, you know? Hopefully nobody calls me, because like, you don't want anybody to interrupt me. But today, guys, I'm actually feeling my makeup. Like, today I just did like a little bit basic, nothing too extra on my eyes, you know, and just throw my lashes on, you know. So, well, I just want to tell you guys about my fighting days. You know, I was a little bad child, you know, growing up. And somebody told me, they're like, oh my god, you should tell your story about when you got into a fight and and I'm just like, I don't really know why people find that so like entertaining to hear when somebody got into a fight. Like, I just don't, but I guess why not, you know. So my first fight was actually in Franklin Middle School when I went to school here in Vallejo. I've never had been into a fight, and well, I don't know if this counts as a fight, but when I was living in Sassoon, this girl was driving in the street, and she was like, F you, right? And I turned around and I flipped her off, and I had my little doggy in my arms, and my little toy poodle on my arms, and the car just turned around, made a U-turn. I remember because I was walking to my house, and then behind me was my two cousins, right? My two guy cousins walking from behind me, and this car turned around. The girl got off the car. She tried to fight me, and I was like, I balled this fist, which was it this hand or this hand? I think it was this hand. Oh yeah, it was this hand. And I was hitting her with my left hand. Mind you, I'm not a lefty. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't start hitting you off with my left hand. So it was kind of hard. So I like punched her twice, and then the girl was like backing up, and then like, I guess she thought that I wasn't gonna like do anything back, but girl, come on now, I'm not gonna let you bully me. Like, I'm not gonna let you, like, you know. So the girl in the car that was driving, she's like, come on, get in the car, get in the car, get in the car. And I'm just like, why are you telling her to get in the car? Your ass should never like made that freaking U-turn. Like, of course, how do you think a girl's gonna react when you're driving by and you're saying F you? Of course somebody's gonna flip you off or say something back. We're not gonna say nothing. Like, you're asking for it, you know. So that happened, but I don't know if I really consider that as a fight. So yeah. But my first fist fight was in not Crystal Middle School. It was in Franklin Middle School in Vallejo, California. And I don't know if I would say I got beat up, because I really didn't. There was nothing on my face. I didn't get no black eyes. I didn't have no scratches, nothing. And the girl didn't even hit me in my face. The girl was hitting me in my head the whole entire time. So I didn't even get touch on my face. But I do recall hitting her back in her face. And then people were saying it was a tie. People said I whooped her ass. Excuse my language. People were saying, a whole bunch of things that left her a black eye, and all this crap. Like, people were saying different like things, okay? So I was just like, I don't really care if I lost the fight, because I never been no sucker, and I ain't gonna let nobody bully me or punk me or none of that. Like, you feel me? So I ain't no punk, you know. So that happened. And then freshman year, I went to Napa High. My mom didn't want me to go to school in Vallejo no more. She's like, you're getting too much in trouble, and then you know, you're not going to school here no more. So I used my brother's address in Napa. So I was going to Napa High School, and they were like, please behave, and blah, 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 blah. You know? Then, after that, I got into another fight at Napa High. And mind you, this girl, actually, her mom knew my mom and my aunt. And she was going to the same church I was, and like, me and my cousins didn't really like her. Just the simple fact that she always be mugging, you feel me, and doing all this extra stuff. And I wasn't the type of girl to fight you because you mug me. You gotta say something or you gotta do something to me for me to actually put my hands on you. But I was the type of girl back then where if you look at me wrong, I'm gonna ask you like, "What's up? Like, do you got an issue? Do you want to address it?" Like, you know. But I'm not that type of girl anymore. Obviously, like I grew up. I've been out of high school for like 7 or 8 years already. So yeah, I'm not even on that hype no more. But yeah, and that fight happened. I was actually trying to get my PE switched because I had fifth period PE, and so did she, and I was trying to avoid it from us fighting because I only had two chances. The two chances, if I got into a fight or any type of issue with somebody, I was out. So I was trying to avoid it, and I had promised my mom that I was gonna be good, and da da da, you know. So then after that, I started ditching and all that stuff because I really didn't want, they wouldn't switch my fifth period PE. So I started ditching and everything, right? And there were some times that I did go to PE, obviously, and then that one time that I ended up going to PE, who was like the, sorry, excuse me, I'm tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. So I went to PE, and PE was over, whatever, and I'm in the locker room, you know, and then in Napa High, like, there was, like, sections. This side was blue, this side was Crip, and this side was Norteños. Wait, Crips are blues, right? I'm so stupid right now. Okay, so this side was blues. I can't remember what they called them. This side was blues, and this one were, Crips and Bloods. So, and I was cool with like everybody at the school, right? Like I was cool as a person. I wear any color I wanted to wear. That's the color I want to wear. So if you were like at the blue side and you were red, they're gonna look at you funny. If you were on the red side and you were blue, they'll look at you funny. Now, but they already knew who I was, so I can wear whatever color I want. I'm gonna walk through wherever side I want to walk through. Especially if my class is over there, I'm gonna walk over there. So, anyways, so I was cool with some of the girls in the Bloods, like almost all of them. I was damn near cool with them. And she was like, I had a locker next to one of the girls, and she was like, "Hi," you know, I was like, "Hi," whatever, right? And then the girl that I guess she was a Crip, where she hang out with the girls that were like in the Crips, whatever. And the girl, I remember her name too, but I'm not gonna say her name. But let's just say her name started with a Y, so we're gonna say her name was Y. And mind you, I was changing, you feel me? And she just kept looking. And I was waiting for my friend, right? And my friend, she just kept looking and she mugging. I'm like, "So what's up? Like, you mugging like you got an issue all of a sudden, you feel me?" Like, and then she's like, "What, you're talking to me?" She's like, "Me estás hablando a mí?" She started speaking in Spanish, like I didn't understand, or I couldn't speak back in Spanish. I was like, "Yes, I'm talking to you. Like, you got an issue. Like, you lurking, you mugging. Like, what's up?" She had the nerve to say, "Why don't you go back to below with your ghetto stuff?" And I was just like, "Ain't nobody ghetto." Like, you know, and in Napa High, there was barely any black people there. I swear to God, there was probably like 3 black people there. 2 girls. One girl was a black girl, and then 2 guys that are black guys. And all my friends that I ever grew up with were African Americans. And in Napa High, it was full of Mexicans. So all I hang out with was Mexicans because there was no black people there. So I was like, I feel like I'm in the wrong school. Like, I need to go to like Vintage or something, like, you know. So the girl just kept looking, and she was talking crap and da 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 da, you know. And she says, she was like, "Me estás hablando a mí?" I'm like, "Sí, estoy hablando a ti. ¿Tienes una problema?" And she's like, "I don't have a problem," right? And then I'm just like, and she got in my face, and her friend thought that I was talking about her, and I was like, "I'm not talking about you, but you can get it too if you really wanted to," like, you know. So then me and her were like getting on each other's face, going back and forth, and then my friend, she grabbed me, she's like, "No, Priscilla, we're not getting into a fight. You can't get into a fight. You can't get into a fight." So my friend shoved the girl, and then she grabbed me, and she took me into class. Little did you know that her class was right next to my class. Then I got my phone taken away. The bell rang. I went into the teacher's drawer, took my phone back, and the teacher was like, "Hey." I was like, and I held it right now, like, I just like, "Peace," and I left, right? Because I was like, I'm probably gonna most likely get suspended already, so, you know, I needed my phone. So then, like, I went to the front of the school, and I was like, "Where's Y at? Where's Y at?" Right? And the girl, and then and her friend was like, I don't know where she's at. I'm gonna like text her and tell her to come to the front of the school. And she's like, I'm not gonna tell her to come front of the school. Tell her to come to the front of the school. She was acting all big and bold at the lockers room, so I want to see how big and bold she is now. So call her in front of the school. My cousin at the time, we were going to school together, and he was like, Priscilla, don't get into a fight. And I looked at him, and I was like, that's already too late. Like, too late. I was already like mad and pissed, and like my blood was boiling. Like I was just done. Like I wanted to lay my hands on her. Came to the front of the school. Her friend was like, come on, like don't get like her friend was telling her not to get into a fight with me. And I didn't have my backpack or anything. My friend was holding my backpack and all my stuff, and I put my hair in a bun. And mind you, girls, I was fighting with sandals on. Okay, I had sandals on. Okay, like, and there was like a big circle around us, and she dropped her backpack. And there's in Napa High, there's like it's gated. Okay, so she was behind the gate, and then everyone's like, "Oh my God, swing already!" And I just went by, and I socked her, and she fell, and she hit her head on the gate. And I got on top of her, and I just started socking her hecka hard. And then next you know, like I saw like a body coming this way. Like I blacked out, so I saw a body coming this way, and I saw red. When I saw red, I saw her friend trying to get in, and I went like this, and I elbowed her friend. Her friend nose started bleeding hella bad, and then that's when the cops came, because in Napa High, they have cops. Nowadays, high schools have cops. So the cops came, whatever. They like picked me up, and they're like, Priscilla, were you fighting? Were you fighting? And I'm just like, bruh, I was blacked out. How the hell are you gonna ask me where obviously you see one girl bleeding and the other one with a big ass knot on her head, like, you know. And we get to the office, and they're trying to make me write what happened, but I couldn't even write what was going on because, like I said, I was still like, bruh, I had no like mind at that moment. So somebody had to write my statement for me as I was telling what's going on. And then I got suspended for 5 days. They both got suspended for 5 days. And then the girl that was bleeding her nose, she was like, she elbowed me. I'm like, cuz why would you jump into a fight? Like, I'm thinking you trying to jump me, so obviously I'm gonna elbow you. Like, I'm trying to protect. You're not gonna jump me. And then they were like, oh, so you were trying to jump Priscilla? And they were like, no, I wasn't. I was trying to break the fight. I'm like, no, you was not. You were trying to jump into the fight. Like, everybody's seen that. And so I elbowed her. She started bleeding from her nose. So she got suspended. They gave her, 3 days of suspension. And they gave me and the other girl 5 days. Or whatever. And then, like, outside of school, they try to sit me and the girl, the other one I got into a fight with, like, down to talk it out. And I told my uncle, because I guess they, like, know her family or whatever. And I'm like, look, what happens at school stays at school. I'm not bringing that over here. I'm not going to apologize for giving her a knot on her head. I'm not going to apologize for elbowing her friend in the nose. I'm not going to apologize for anything of it. This happened for a reason, and it had to happen. Pure point blank. I am not apologizing. Like, punto. Like, I'm not, you know? And that happened. And then sophomore year, I went to De Anza High School because I had to pick up my credits, you know? Because my stupid ass decided to ditch. Out of all the classes, the easiest class, I was ditching PE. So, yeah. So then that happened, and then I had to catch up on my classes. I went to school in Richmond, which is De Anza High School in El Sobrante. We had moved out there, me and my mom. And we had moved to Hercules, and I had to go to De Anza basically to pick up my credits because I couldn't go to Pinot and I couldn't go to Hercules High. So Hercules High was already full, so I couldn't even go there regardless. And then I went to De Anza High School, and I got into a fight there. I threw a chair at a girl because she thought that it was okay to spit at me. And this girl, I guess kind of got expelled from De Anza because they're like, oh, we're moving you to Pinot High School. You can't go here no more. So yeah, I got expelled. So I went to Pinot High School the half of my sophomore year of the half of my sophomore year, I went to De Anza, and the rest of my sophomore year, junior year, and senior year, I went to Pinole High School, and I graduated from Pinole in 2012. Oh, and I don't think I've ever gotten to a fight at Pinole. Then I remember in high school, it was just so much going on. But then I graduated, so I've been out of high school since 2012 and 2019. So I think it's like been like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It'll be 7 years. June 9, 2019 will be 7 years of me out of high school. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me talking to you guys about my fights and everything that I did, you know, and I think me just being like that, like fighting all the time, was because I used to get bullied, you know, and nobody likes to feel bullied. Nobody likes to feel like there's something wrong with you, you know, when there's really absolutely nothing wrong with you or how you look or how you dress. There's nothing wrong. People just make it seem like there's something wrong with you, so you start feeling like you don't like yourself, you hate yourself, you don't like the way you look, you don't like the way this or blah blah blah. But there's really nothing wrong with you. People just hate just because they're bored or they ain't got nothing better else to do with their damn selves, you know. So if you're getting bullied, just know you are gorgeous. If you're a guy that's getting bullied and guys are picking on you and making fun of you, you are handsome, okay? You are amazing. You guys, all people in this world, all are amazing. Jesus loves you, you know, remember that. And don't let anybody tell you any different. Like, at the end of the day, the only opinion that matters is yours and God's, and that's it. Pure point blank. Like, you know, so... And then maybe you need to just surround yourself with people that are positive and that really care about you and that really love you and that want the best for you. You need to like exit out all the negativity, all the people that hate for no freaking reason, people that just want to see you do bad, like people that don't want to see you succeed in life. Like, you need to just exit that out of your vida, like out of your life. Like, bye, Felicia. You know, so that's all I gotta say, guys. So before I end this video, guys, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up, you know, thumbs up, thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Make sure you guys hit that bell button so you guys know when I post more videos of moi. And also make sure you guys leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys like to see for the next video. And with no further ado, guys, I'll see you guys next time.